The American Cowboy. Americans have a unique vision of themselves and their role in the world. Unlike perhaps any other peoples in history, Americans see themselves as people of destiny and a people who were put here to do something phenomenal and something significant for history and for all peoples of the earth. This unique self-concept, sometimes perceived as arrogance, is deeply grounded in a set of archetypes that Americans use to form their vision of themselves in the world. And no other archetype is as powerful in the American psyche than that of the cowboy. The actual American cowboy is indeed a unique individual. This was a difficult life, and the stories of the trail make up many history books for sure. But far more of the stories of the trail are glorifications of that lifestyle that must have been difficult indeed. But the image of the cowboy was also something that grew larger than what the actual lifestyle of those simple but rugged men must have lived in the American West. It was an image that pulled together heroes as far-flung as the Australian gaucho cowboy, the Japanese samurai, and the knight in King Arthur's court. It was an image of a man who demonstrated the rugged individualism that all Americans consider to be one of the central unifying traits that makes America great. The cowboy image is one that even has its influences high in the social strata of America, that it influences the presidency. They say that President Clinton watched it dozens of times in his early years. If this is true, it accounts for how often a new president seems to grow and change in the office and becomes his own version of the great American hero that is depicted in that movie. The American cowboy defends the virtue of the weak and helpless. He is a staunch defender of families and those in society who are trying to carve out a home in a difficult world. And it was the will of man that prevailed. That is why Americans admire the cowboy, because he represents their own struggles for greatness, for success, and to be a heroic figure at least for their families, hometowns and churches. And that desire so deeply rooted in the culture of American history will always be what makes America and Americans great.